We see it all the time. Like we see it all the time. These celebrities that have, millions of dollars, whether young or old, and they struggle and they end their lives or they take themselves out the game. Like we see it. We've been seeing it. But it's different when it happens to you. And a lot of people may see these things like how, Twitch just took his life or these other people, and we're all like, what the hell? And even the people close to them didn't know or didn't understand and that's the thing. And that's it is a touchy subject. There are people, of friends of mine that, don't know what to say or don't know how to approach me or try to keep their distance when I'm working because they know that's when I struggle the most. So, I mean, those things, I understand why people, it's tough for people to relate to or figure out how to interact with. But at the same time, these are the reasons that the people that are struggling feel like they have nowhere to turn or nobody around them because of those factors. You know what I mean? So there are, of course, times where people just don't know. You know what I mean? Like there are absolute times where people didn't know. I mean, I didn't know for the longest time, but there are times where people do know and those around them just need to just be there. You know what I mean? A lot of times, even just me turning my head and seeing certain people on the stage or certain people in the crowd just gives me that feeling. Like it gives me that, and it could be a rando. It could be a random person that I've seen before that I may not even know, like type, but there's just certain people or certain things that'll make me just kind of breathe easy and be like, okay, I'm back now. I'm back. Both feet are on the ground. I'm back where I'm supposed to be. So there's so many factors to it. It's very tough to pinpoint, certain things that trigger it. Very hard to pinpoint certain things that help it. The best way I describe it, it's like I said a few times, it's just a never-ending battle. Do a little bit of therapy, and then I had to go away on tour, and then I didn't do it when I came back. But that was the one thing that she told me that kind of stood out, was just really, and I said it before, when I say focus, like focus to me is visualization. So I'll just try to extra focus on something, which is what I was told for someone like me whose mind is like a nonstop hamster wheel, is very good. Like as simple as it is, just focus on something and just kind of relax your brain and breathe easy. And so I definitely do that. I'll do that in the club when I'm playing, whether it be on a person, whether it be on the mixer, whether it be on the record, just something, and I'll just kind of focus in on it and just try to reset my brain or relax my brain and just get back to work. There'll be times where I'll be playing and I'll have to say to myself, like, pick your head up, look at somebody, you know what I mean? Because it'll be a while where I'm just like down and looking. And again, I'm a very active DJ when I'm playing. We'll just play a song and the song will play for, even if that one song plays for 5 minutes, I'm probably doing like 5 or 6 things in between that, just to do different things. So I'm very active all the time, but I also do that because I don't want to fully have my head down the whole time, because that's a very dark place to be. You know what I mean? It's me just literally shying away from everything, which I can't do all the time. It's not realistic and it's not healthy. So I do have to get back to I think there's so many factors to it, but I think once I start gaining my confidence back again, I start to have more fun, and all those things will just kind of fall back into place, the old riding a bike kind of thing. But it's just a lot of talking to myself and a lot of, pick yourself up kind of stuff and getting back into it. And I may never get back to where I was before, but maybe I don't need to be. Maybe it's a different version of me now. And I do play music differently than I did before. Not worse, differently, which I'm fine with. I have a blast doing it. So, I'm also in a good position now in my career where I don't have to do things I don't like doing. You know what I mean? So I can do my own events. I can, I have the tours. I 95% of the events I do are mine. So I'm in control of it, which does relieve a lot of the anxieties. I don't I don't like doing Vegas type parties. I never have. So I don't do them, and I don't have to do them. And I'm quite happy not having to do them. I know, there's tons of DJs I talk to, and they're like, I have to go to this gig tonight. I hate doing it. And I'm like, well, then why do you do it? A lot of times it's money. I can't argue with somebody who needs money, who needs that money. Go get your money. But I worked my ass off to get in a position where I don't have to rely on other people, and I don't have to do things I don't want to do and not be happy doing it. So all these things together kind of play into me feeling better, me operating better. I try to take that, misery out of my life, that unnecessary misery. I'm not rich by any means financially, but I'm also not poor, and I'm in a good position. You know what I mean? I can survive doing things the way I've been doing it. I have my radio and all that stuff. So I'm in a very good spot. I'm always working. I'm always doing something. I'm always looking for the next door to open. As long as it's stuff that makes me happy. People do the craziest shit in the world just to, please other people on social media and all that stuff. And that's just not my life at all. It never has been. Thankfully, I didn't grow up in that era, so I'm not, reliant on that. And even now, it's like I use it for what I need it for, which is just to promote the parties, but I don't do things for it. I don't live my life for that. And I think that has made a big difference in my life as well.